Yes, very good evening class. In the last lecture, we discussed about derivative of functions and we started with application of derivatives. There we talk about the which subtopics we have to study in application of derivative. So in this lecture, we will continue with monotonic function. So write it down, monotonic function, right? So topic is monotonic function. Monotonic function. Sir, what is monotonic function? The word monotonic indicates the behavior of monotonous behavior of any function. It indicates the monotonous behavior of any function. What does it mean by monotonous behavior? Sir, monotonous mean in the sense of increasing means ascending or decreasing, in the sense of increasing or decreasing. So here we will talk about increasing function and decreasing function. Write it down. First subtopic here, increasing function. Increasing function. Increasing function. This topic will also be divided into further two topics. Increasing function is divided into two categories. First one is a strictly increasing function and second one is non-decreasing function. Write it down. A strictly increasing function and second one is non-decreasing function. Non-decreasing function. Right? So what is a strictly increasing function? A strictly increasing function. A strictly increasing function. To understand this strictly increasing function, let's draw a beautiful graph of any function. For that, let's draw our beautiful axis. This is our beautiful x-axis and this is our beautiful y-axis. Is it or not? Yes. So first of all, let's say this point is origin and there is a function like this. Name this function as fx. Here is the value of x and here we'll use the value of y, means value of function. If I say this point is x1 and this point is x2. So tell me which one is greater, x1 or x2? Sir, x2 is greater, right? In the right side of x1, x2 is there. So at the point of x1, value of function will be what? Value of function will be, sir, f of x1. At the point of x2, value of function is what? Value of function is f of x2. Let's write like this. For a strictly increasing function, x1 is smaller than x2. Corresponding to this, f of x1 will be smaller than f of x2. If we put a smaller input, we will get a smaller output. And for larger value of input, we will get larger value or greater value of output. Then that function is known as a strictly increasing function. Here we will talk about the nature of derivative of this function. Right? So let's talk about the nature of derivative of this function. First of all, I am going to erase this. What will be the nature of derivative? Nature of derivative of function. So what is derivative? According to ab initio method, what is the derivative of function? Derivative of function, we write like this. This is f dash x. Can be written as f of x plus h minus f of x whole divided by h, and sir, limit h tends to 0. H is very small positive quantity which is almost equals to 0. right? So what to do now? Say, see here, if x2 can be written as x1 plus h, if I say this value is very smaller, if I write like this, see here, if I say to you, sir, let me write here, x2 can be written as x1 plus h. For a strictly increasing function, we can write this, x1 is smaller than x1 plus h. So f of x1 will be smaller than f of x1 plus h. I want this f of x plus h minus f of x. But here the point is x1 and this point is x1 plus h. You can write here x1 plus h and x1. So I'll put here x1. This indicates the derivative of function at point x1. F dash x1 means derivative of function. This is what? Derivative of fx at point, derivative of fx at point x1. So let's find this. Let's find this. From here you can see, if I transpose this x1 towards right side, you will get that 0 is smaller than f of x1 plus h minus f of x1. You can see here, f of x1 plus h minus f of x1 is greater than 0. Any quantity which is greater than 0 is known as positive quantity, yes or no? So I'll write like this, this quantity will be positive here, this term will be positive here. So this is positive divided by, so what is h? Sir, h tends to 0 and you know that h is a positive quantity. So I'll write it like this, this is positive. So positive upon positive is a positive quantity. What is this, sir? This is f dash x1. So derivative of function at any point is positive. Which derivative? Sir, one time derivative, right? We differentiate this function one time. So first derivative of this function like this, d upon dx of fx at point x1 comma y1, right? So if this is positive, then function is known as a strictly increasing function. Means first derivative of function is positive, then function will be a strictly increasing. To understand this, let's consider a function. Let's consider a simple function. If I say this is fx is equals to 3x plus 5. So this function is what? A strictly increasing or not? There are two methods. First of all, you can draw the graph of function, and second method is find the first derivative of this function. So f dash x is written as this is 3, derivative of this function is 3, and 3 is always positive. 3 is always positive. That's why you can say that this function is strictly increasing. Therefore, fx is not f dash x. Fx, remember that. Fx is strictly increasing for all x belongs to real number. Put any real number here. Sir, there is no x. There is no x. Put any real value of x, you will get always f dash x greater than 0. Means positive. Let's understand another concept. This is not decreasing, right? Write down non-decreasing function. Non-decreasing function. Second one is non-decreasing function. Non-decreasing. Non-decreasing means increasing. To understand this, draw a graph of function. This is a strictly increasing. After that, constant. After that, it increases. At this particular point, let's say on x-axis, this point is x1. At this point is x2. And this is our beautiful y. And this function is fx. So, A, let's say this is B, this is C, and this is D point. For the person A to B and person C to D, you can see this function is strictly increasing. But in between B to C, there is no increment of function. If I say this is x1 is smaller than x2, so which value is greater? F of x1 corresponding to this, find f of x1. Corresponding to this, find f of x2. Sir, both are equal or not? Yes, sir. Getting my point or not? Yes. Here at this point, at x1, The value of function is f of x1. At point x2, the value of function is f of x2 and both are equal. If the value of both function, if the value of function at two different input are same, then it is said to be non-decreasing. So I'll write like this. This is f of x1 is equals to f of x2. If I going to talk about the nature of derivative of this function, what will be the nature of derivative of function? See, what will be the nature of derivative of this function? First of all, f dash x1 can be written as f of x1 plus h minus of fx1 upon h, and what left, sir? Limit h tends to 0. So what is the value of this? Now what will be the value of x? F dash x2 can be written as f of x1 plus h, and this is f of x1. Here both values are equal, so the value of this part will be 0. The value of this term is 0. So I can write like this: 0 divided by, this is positive quantity. So 0 upon positive will be 0. This is first derivative of function at point x1 is equals to 0. You can say if the first derivative of any function at any given point is equals to 0, at any given point x1 comma y1 is 0, then function is non-decreasing function. After combining both, first point was what? First point was f dash x greater than 0. Second point is f dash x is equals to 0. And if we combine both, you will get f dash x greater than equals to 0. If I write like this, it means function will be increasing. If I write only this, f dash x1 greater than 0, then function is strictly increasing. Yes. So let's consider an example, right? Let's consider an example of function. If I say there is a function fx is equals to sine of x for x belongs to 0 to pi by 2. In this open interval, if I ask to you this function is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing, you can say by directly drawing the graph of this function, or after the derivative, first derivative concept, you can write like this. If I say, if first method, let's draw the graph of this function, draw the graph of function, draw the graph of function in given interval. So the graph of sine x will be, this is the graph of sine x in between 0 to pi by 2, in between 0 to pi by 2, in between 0 to pi by 2. Here at pi by 2 the point is open, so there is open here and there is open bracket, so I will write here open. So in between this, if you see this function, so this function is increasing or decreasing? How will you think about this? Sir, in the very first concept, dy upon dx of this function will be positive. What does it mean? Dy upon dx of function means the derivative of function greater than 0. But in another sense, you can say dy upon dx means slope of tangent of that function. Slope of tangent of that function at any given point. If you draw tangent at any point in between 0 to pi by 2 and find the slope of that tangent, let's draw this tangent and find the slope. What is slope, sir? What is slope? Slope means m. M means tan theta. And what is theta? Theta is the inclination between tangent line and x-axis, positive x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. So this angle is theta. So what is the value of theta? Sir, I don't know, but we know that the value of theta is between 0 and 90. If the value of theta is in between 0 and 90, it means the angle is in first quadrant, and in first quadrant the value of tan theta is always positive. It means that m is greater than 0. M means first derivative of function at point will be greater than 0. At any point if you draw the tangent of function, then slope will be positive. But another method is what? Differentiate this function and check the value of the given function, right? In the same case, another part is decreasing function. For a strictly decreasing function, derivative of function will be less than 0, and Fourth, see, if I talk about decreasing function, there will be again two subtopics. First one is a strictly decreasing and another one is non-increasing function. For a strictly decreasing function, it will be f dash x is less than 0. This is a strictly decreasing. And non-increasing function, for non-increasing function, this will be f dash x 1 is equals to 0. After combining this, you can say that f dash x will be less than equals to 0 for overall decreasing function. Right? So let's start with some questions. Right? So write down if polynomial is written as